Years old. I graduated from North Community High School in 2005. I got my bachelor's from the University of Minnesota, Twin Cities in 2010. Since then, I have been working in the Twin Cities in Minneapolis and St. Paul Public Schools during school and after school in order to teach hip-hop dance to our students. This is not work that I saw myself doing. I did not plan on spending 8 years in the schools. I planned on doing a lot of things with my life, but I was called to do this work. The reason I stay today is because students and staff asked me to stay, and I feel that aspiring to getting a teaching license is one of the scariest things that I've ever dreamed of, because what I experienced getting my bachelor's, I can't even tell you. The feeling of alienation, the misunderstanding, the microaggressions. It was a scary, long journey, and I don't want to go back. But I know that there are alternative routes. I know that there are other ways to bring qualified teaching staff into our schools. And I understand that a lot of people don't seem to see why our teachers are leaving or why our teachers are being pushed out. But if you go in and talk to any of the teachers in the schools right now, they'll tell you there are all sorts of reasons why our staff are not getting the support that they need, why the turnover rate of staff of color is atrocious. Why can't we keep these staff supported and in our schools working with the kids that need them? I don't understand, and it has to stop. I ask that you reserve 100% of the slots for the Grow Your Own to staff of color. Thank you.
David is behind me, and my name is Malia Conley.
So you're speaking for David?
I'm speaking with David, and I'm with all of these other interested community members.
Deferring his time to you?
So does Elizabeth bring extra time? Because she'll defer her time and then...
No, we have David, and if David wants to defer his time to you, that's fine.
And if I finish early, would David still be able to speak? Because I did register on the site and my registration was eliminated, so
I'm sorry, we just have like 17 people here, so if you want to speak, then that's great. If David wants to come up with you and you want to combine your time, but I ask that David come up and speak, and we have 3 minutes for the two of you, but if David wants to come up.
Okay, she might say a word too.
And then following this 3-minute time, then we're going to move on to Devon's.
All right, we'll speak together. I'm here on behalf of my daughter, Johanna McBee. She is one of my 3 children attending Minneapolis Public Schools. This was her first year as a 5th grade student at Kenny Elementary. She had a very, very difficult first quarter. At dinner each night, each of us would share what we would call our best for the day. Johanna would struggle night after night, saying the school was horrible. She was dealing with a very persistent bully and had a hard time adjusting to her new surroundings. As her mom, I felt powerless and heartbroken, wondering if I had made the right decisions for my child by choosing Kenny. After weeks of this, one night during dinner, Johanna was excited to share with me that she had a best. She shared with me that she had a wonderful time in her music class and she learned so many things about music. Her teacher was so talented. He was a musician and he knew how to play so many instruments. And she said, "Mom, and guess what? Guess what else? He's brown, like me." Solomon Curham is the only black teacher at Kenny Elementary. And thanks to Bill, our principal, he was a new addition to the faculty this year. His presence has given my daughter hope in herself and in her future at Kenny, and gave her something to look forward to each week. As parents, we can only do so much as role models. At the end of the day, each child, including myself, growing up, has a favorite teacher, someone that inspired them, challenged them, encouraged them to be a better version of themselves. And each day, it's difficult, not impossible, but difficult to make that connection with someone who doesn't understand you on a cultural level. The 25 slots in the new Grow Your Own program should be 100% teachers of color. I hope, for Johanna's sake, you seriously consider making this commitment. There are enough unknowns with this district. Please don't make this issue one of them. Let's work together to bring high-quality black teachers like Solomon into our schools. 12.6% is not enough. This is a simple change that can make a huge difference.
I'm a student teacher in Minneapolis right now. I'm white, and I also strongly support this proposal. I think 100% of this program should go to teachers of color. Lastly, I'm also a student in Augsburg, and there's a Augsburg East program for East African immigrants to become teachers, and 100% of those people are people of color, 100% African immigrants. I'm confident the U of M and the Minneapolis School Board can do as good as Augsburg. Thank you.
Hello, I'm a student at Washburn High School. My name is Marie Cruz, and I'm here to support this because I want you guys to give us teachers of color, because teachers of color are the people that I learn most from and people I connect more from. And the two speakers from my group that you just heard from are two teachers that I have learned from and have expressed myself most from.
Thank you. Next we have Devon Stinson, and following is Jada White.
I don't think they're
Devon, no, not
I don't think they're here.
Jada coming. Destiny
No,
coming? No.
it's no problem.
Kimberly Cabrini. Kimberly Cabrini. No?